seconds. In the specials, the Harpers lead after winning Kluwe and 4 top 5s with only 1 blemish. They had a 24-point breather over their nearest competition. The 6th leg of the Absa Off-Road Championship got underway with a prologue to determine the starting order for the next day's racing. And Hannes Grobler and navigator Francois Jordan led the speedsters away from the line on their 26k jaunt through the Limpopo bush, with Vos and his co-driver Richard Leek also on a mission. The dust would be a huge problem, as this part of the world hadn't seen rain for a while, and it looked like it would be a while still, as the clear skies were supposed to stay exactly like that for the next day too. Castrol Toyota's Chris Visser and Jaapie Badenhorst jumped the gun on the big names and put in a blistering opening stanza to put the pressure on the factory teams. And they got stuck in by catching Ivar Tollefson and Quinn Evans in the 3rd Nissan Navara, which had got its marching orders 2 minutes ahead of them. But it's never over until the round man breaks, and Grobler and his navigator Francois Jordan had other ideas. They kept the pressure on. While Brandon Harkis and Marcel Trethouille were very impressive in 3rd on the prologue.
Right in there. You're going to go under the bridge and go 90 right.
They were 9 seconds behind the national champion Grobler. Their stablemates Neil Woolridge and Kenny Scholthammer were also giving it horns. They in turn were 16 seconds in arrears. And it was carefully noted by the other teams. For Kritziela Beskagni and Johan Gerber in the Race Sonics Nissan Hardbody 3-litre, there was no time to note anything. They were flying in Class D and leading comfortably. This part of the world is unforgiving, and you could easily shoot a spaghetti cowboy western movie here if you wanted. For Mark Grenier and Chris Birkin in the Castrol Toyota, it was a shootout in 6th place. While the De Brains, Hicho and Jaap piloted their Micra and Excel dealer team Toyota Hilux to 7th in the production car prologue battle. While the BB Auto Nissan of Arnold Duplessis and Johan Knox was 2nd in Class D, 26 seconds back. Kobus van Tonde and Rian Guapa demonstrated how tough it was to eat dust. They were 10th. With Bevan Bertolt and Robin Houghton trying to keep the right side up, coming by 3 minutes and 26 seconds down on the lead. They were having communication problems. And they just could not make it work. While Vos, with a 100% finish record so far in 07, was just having problems to get going. They were slowish and did not know what to do to rectify the problem. With the world record holder for consecutive finishes, brothers Henry and Maurice Matten right behind them, only 11 seconds back. But there was no doubt that the prologue was a route that favoured the specials, as the first production car home could only take 7th overall, and the next after that 14th. Still, it made for good racing, as Grobler and Jordan were a massive 70 seconds behind. In the special vehicle category, the prologue route was loved by all as Nardus Alberts and Colin Hunter in the Big Red Raptor Bat sped to a lightning-fast 23 minutes and 59-second clocking. But the Harpers, even though they really did not need to, chased as hard as they could and were only 15 ticks further back. The 2006 national champion Alfie Cox had his nav Henny ter Steege holding on for dear life as he powered his motorized bat with its 6-litre Chevy engine over the short hop in just 24:17. With a second Atlas Copco bat featuring defending Limpopo champions Gary Berthold and Jeff Minnett just 5 seconds further behind in 4th place and going well. As for Shamir Variawa and Siegfried Rousseau riding shotgun, the Total Motorsport Porter was in good voice and handling like a dream. The 2005 champion Evan Hutchison and his co-driver Kim Bergman was next in the second motorized bat, about which they raved. Going in car, one can see why the Spec 3 is smooth even over the rough stuff. Colin Matthews and Alan Smith have had a very solid season, and their Century Properties bat with its 4.2 Audi engine was also in fine fettle. Naim Mosaji and Rayon Bodhanya themselves have performed consistently, and their Total Motorsport Jimco boasts a 5.7 Chevy engine, which they make sing beautifully too. In Class B, the Cape Townians Johan and Etienne Besaidnout were leading in the Adenko bat, but they had their work cut out for them. As the father and son, Jan and Hendrik Kraai, in their Regent Racing bat were only 15 seconds behind them. The Kraais have won 4 out of 5 events and were ready to make it 6. With Bloemfontein-based Roacon off-road racing teams Louw de Bruin and Rudy Brits next, in turn 20 seconds further back. In Class S, reigning champions Nick Gosler and Richard Carolyn in the Kopanang Hotel Super Team Raceco were setting the pace. With the chasers in the class, Richard Schilling and Chris Davies battling a faulty power steering almost 90 seconds to the worse. It was a testament to the tough route and hard competitive driving. Only 47 seconds cover the top 10. In fact, 2:59 for the top 30 overall. Hard, uncompromising racing, with Alberts and Hunter taking line honours.
Vehicle and asset finance from ABSA, going the extra mile.